Fellow TPCians, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Emmanuel Mteniswa, a brother from another mother. So much happy to have an opportunity to come live through this Zoom channel. We are getting used to present using the Zoom channel since YouTube has changed. So in life, learning, we always learn new things. So we're adapting to the new means of communicating matters of the Billion Coin through the Zoom channel. Welcome me back. I welcome you as well. I would love not to waste time any longer. This is my 360, I suppose, 368 live broadcast in this community. And the date is the 13th of August 2019. Allow me to, as usually, share with you. Let's go to the screen sharing so we can share the updates. I'll start by looking at the updates in TPC. Let's go here. Let's go to the Billion Coin admin. We shall start with this article. Congratulations, Kia and Bex PO for doing your 250th TPC broadcast. These are the leaders whom I regard as my leaders and parents as well in this community. I have got my huge respect for these two leaders in TPC. Thank you so much. They are always contributing positively in building this community called the Billion Coin. See here, I have got huge respect for these two leaders. Let's go to the next one. It says, thank you, admin, and thank you, TPC Philippines video. These are the updates that we need to constantly look at as members in this TPC community. We have Mr. Nbay Derek doing his things here. He is still in the Philippines. If you click here, you are going to see that TPC is changing people's lives. Mr. Nbay is a living example that if you focus and if you are determined in doing whatever you do, you will always succeed. He's a living example. I want to congratulate him for his wonderful works that he does here in this community. Thanks so much, Mr. Nbay. Now, the August 12, 2019 St. Pattern meetings, I want to look at this article. I tried to do another video on this one, but I could not submit. So I would love us to look back again today. Let us quickly go here. It's a long read, of course, but I'll try and not to read everything from it. It says, due to a change in the YouTube platform as of August the 1st, our send button hosts will not be able to share their screen if they use YouTube Live, or some of them may provide a link to a Zoom link live broadcast instead in order to share their screen. But the number of participants that can join may be limited to only 100 during the live broadcast. So if they use Zoom, they will have to record it and then upload it to YouTube to watch after they conclude the live Zoom broadcast. You see, if you use the Zoom, you have to upload it first before it can play or before it can show up. It says we'll be hosting the Send Button live broadcast in all languages on Monday, August 12, 2019 at 9 a.m. PTT. I will skip this section. I will come to this part of the hosts. We have got 10 Send Button hosts on weekly basis, guys. We are now used to see this beautiful, handsome, and handsome faces, of course. And of course, let us read from here. It says, if you have ever wondered why we call these Send Button meetings, it's because admin will turn off the send buttons of both buyer and seller of any transactions if TPC is discounted. Remember, we are anti-corruption here. We don't allow our coins to be discounted. It says I would love to bring some clarity to why admin and the type of blockchain we use are unknown. Short answer is security is very expensive. TPC is rolling out and not fully developed at this time, yet is highly functional today. The admin fee is ridiculously low to keep the barrier to entry into the TPC community very low. We are on a mission to help the poor rise out of poverty. So we have kept the cost down as much as possible to run a sustainable operation. Remaining unknown reduces the chances of attacks so that we can continue to grow organically. As funds grow, so will our tech and admin structure. And with enough funds, high levels of security can be put into place. We are self-funded operation on the admin fee. We are debt-free, we are self-regulated, we are private. This is what this says, guys. We need to read this and understand every time. It goes on to say transactions over 400 grains will result in the TPC Commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transactions to make sure equal value was exchanged to prevent what? The discounting of our code. Let's go ahead. Total transactions done within a 24-hour period of over 2,000 grains will result in the TPC Commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transactions to make sure equal value was exchanged to prevent the discounting of our coins. Contact the TPC Commissioner in advance of completing a 40,000 grains or greater transaction to show proof ahead of time that a transaction of that size is being done for something of equal value to prevent the massive discounting of our coins. TPC admin pays the salary of the TPC Commissioner who protects all of us from those that would discount our coins from their lawful value. And we all should be thankful that the value of our coins are protected. It takes a great deal of admin fees to pay the annual salary of our TPC Commissioner. And this is just one way admin supports TPC community with the admin fees collected ongoing. Now, the English Python contest, the first place of this week was Annie T. Carroll, second place was Yusuf Somalia, third place was Kafando Richard Ferdinand. These are the beautiful faces for our English contestants, in fact. French Bitcoin contest, we had first place, it was Mbe, second place, Kamen, third place, it was Nyankan. These are the faces that you can see. Then we have the Tagalog Bitcoin contest. The first place was S. Fletcher, second place was Doya Olai Betin, third place was Ntoja Delphine. These are their beautiful faces. Then first place, remember, it was equal to 200 grains, which is equal to $626.79 in US, equivalent to 0.05508 BTC. Second place, it was 100 grains, as usually, equivalent to $303.40, which is equivalent to 0.02755 BTC. Third place, 50 grains, equal to 156 US 70 cents, equivalent to 0.01377 BTC. And these are the payments, proof that admin has paid the English contest. This is for the French contest. This is the payment for the Tagalog contest. This is what we call the weekly accumulation of 1,239 new registered people in a week. It says here we have analyzed the results of this Bitcoin contest and have found that the TPC members in the Philippines led the whole TPC community in growth with 30 contestants and 351 paid sign-ups last week. 37 countries had 305 contestants last week out of the full-time timer database, which has 2,656 members. in it. Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, India, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Burkina Faso, Bangladesh, Uganda, Burundi, United States, Greece, Zaire, Japan, and Papua New Guinea were all strong contenders last week with double-digit and triple-digit numbers. We want to thank all of those that made an effort to recruit paid sign-ups last week. This is a brand new week, and you have another chance to win a week from now. We also have 890 merchants now, and as that number grows, it will be easier to share TPC with others. We also are looking for more send button hosts to cover the other languages such as Russian, Greek, Japanese, and Italian, since we are seeing growth, good growth there. Guys, this is the send button article updates. I'm just reading here to share this with you. This is the full-timer option in your KCPO. Make yourself a full-timer. It goes on to say, if you have not updated your KCPO profile to be listed in the full-timer database, you should do that now so that we can recognize your recruiting efforts for you and your country. You need to update your profile to full-timer to collect the Bitcoin bounties. So yes, new members need to get 2 paid sign-ups before they can see the Bitcoin bounty menu under the account area of KCPO. They can collect the Bitcoin bounty even on their first 2 paid sign-ups that they needed to qualify as a full-timer. What are you waiting for? Become a full-timer in TPC and start enjoying the Bitcoin bounties. It goes on to say, I would like to encourage all of our full-timers to make a weekly effort to recruit new members and do their best to win the Bitcoin contest. And even if they don't win, they can still collect their Bitcoin bounties as often as they wish. Currently, I am personally paying out the Bitcoin bounties as the request comes, and in doing so in less than 24 hours of the request. Now, admin is paying all of us, is paying about 9 people per week, 3 from the Tagalog, 3 from the English, 3 from the French. Those who managed to participate in the Bitcoin contest. Then we have the 2019 promotion. Guys, remember the 2019 where our members are able to do a transaction through their sponsors. Let us do it before we reach the billionaire zone. It says a purchase of 40 grains of Kringles will entitle you to at least get a whole TPC coin and maximizes your cookie reward of recruiting new members into TPC. 1 TPC coin today, guys, is worth 10,138,611.50 in US, guys. And $10 million is a massive amount of money. Even a transaction of as small as 4 grains is rewarded too. See the chart above. If you have not completed a transaction yet, now is the time to get that done so you can collect the rewards. It's quite awesome. Contact your sponsor or a TPC leader to complete your transaction today. Broadcasters get the maximum cookie rewards available, so become a TPC broadcaster today. Then we have got the article concerning the migration, guys. Let me read it from here. It says, I can't understand why everyone hasn't migrated. I'm giving you notice now. We will terminate the TPC 004 archive soon. You snooze, you lose. For goodness sakes, TPC 004 migration ended at the end of July in 2018. We set up the archive as a courtesy for the Johnny Come Lately. Well, Johnny, you are about to lose all of your TPC coins, because when we close the archive, if your coins are still in it, you will lose them all if you didn't get them all moved out of the archive over to a TPC 009 wallet. This is a fair warning. We will close the TPC 004 archive on August 22nd. Today is the 13th, 2019. You are going to lose your coins, guys, if you don't do that. It says you must pay the 8 grains admin fee before you can move your coins over to the TPC 009 wallet. And the instructions are located on the account payment page that explains the processes of how to move your coins out of the TPC 004 archive. It's a shame because out of the 1,768,294 that are still archived, 80,596 have over one whole TPC in them, TPC coin in them. Just imagine, this is the end of the run. Right now, to reach out our objective of 1 billion members. That started on August the 1st, 2019. We can no longer wait, so we have to presume that they have abandoned ship. They have abandoned ship, and the booty they have left behind was of no value to them. That was a major miscalculation on their parts about TPC. If the move is not completed by the end of day, August 22nd, 2019, then it is too late for them as of August 23rd, 2019, and forever after that. Guys, let us share this article with our prospects. Those that have never moved their coins, please let them be told that the archive is closing on the 22nd of August this year. Let's look here. The 90-day retirement video is really the best approach to sharing TPC right now. The beautiful thing about it is that it is self-contained. The Bitcoin bounties add up quickly to create a passive residual income, and the analysis is so simple. Take the highest pay a person has ever earned within a single month of their entire life and divide that amount by $12. The answer shows how many recruits that person needs to recruit in order to be able to retire on the Bitcoin bounties. The admin fee will always be needed, and admin will keep adding value to what members get in return of paying that fee. So the Bitcoin bounties are forever and the perfect way to have a passive residual income that could even be passed on to the next generation. In some countries, you can retire on just 10 recruits. And members that use the 90-day retirement approach find it easy to recruit. They don't have to worry about the price of the TPC coin or how many merchants you have right now, or any of the common concerns that people bring up when they are looking at purchasing a cryptocurrency, right? The 90-day retirement approach puts all the emphasis on that fact that Bitcoin bounties make retirement possible in 90 days or less. The TPC coin becomes secondary to that fact. We are in the distribution phase of TPC and have all a ways to go before we will have a full-blown TPC-friendly economy. So the 90-day retirement plan puts the focus on what is easily delivered right now. Bitcoin bounties paid daily on a passive residual basis. We have 3 Bitcoin contests happening right now: English, Tagalog, and French. If you didn't follow the instructions last week to change your language by placing the correct keyword into the send button meeting of the language you want to switch to, then you will be in the default language, English, this week. In order to switch to a different language for next week, you have to go into the bottom of the profile page of KCPO and make that change this week. This article here shows the growth of TPC, particularly this month of August, since we have got the admin credits available. Go through this article, guys, at your own spare time. It says the August promo has succeeded already in creating explosive growth. Admin credits are highly responsible for moving the daily growth of new members from 2-digit numbers to 4-digit numbers, and soon to be 5-digit numbers and beyond. We are so solidly on the exponential curve of momentum. The 1,111,111 billionaire positions will be all filled within a couple of more weeks from now. I heard your cries to finish the distribution phase before our November redemption, and I'm pulling out all of the stops and removing all of the obstacles in the way. The new policy that all TPC billionaires will have to pay the admin fee and become a full-timers will wash out all of the clowns doing harmful exchanges and also all of those that are buying or selling TPC 009 wallets. The combination of the admin credits and the rapid rewards will create all the new TPC billionaires that we will need to fill all of these positions. If they fail to complete the rapid rewards challenge in time, then they can do a 40 grand transaction to fill those spots now over the next couple of weeks. Either way, we will finally fill all of the billionaires' positions. Now, whether the old TPC members keep up with what is going on or not, I have seen your complaints and I have heard your cries. You want to unlock the value of your TPC 009 wallets, make them easily spendable. So as of August 1st, 2019, we are doing all that can make that happen as fast as possible. If we can, guys, manage to have the value of our coins by August 2019, I hope this is going to make us all smile. Look here, we've got the merchant promotion coming in September 2019. This is the merchants promo article. It's a nice one. It says we need more merchants fast, so we will give merchants an admin credit deal times 50 per week. They will get 2 additional admin credits every time they use the last 2 admin credits up to 50 times a week. In other words, up to 100 admin credits a week during September to use to sign up as many as 400 of their customers in September. This could create a $40,000 to $5,000 monthly passive residual income for all of them starting in October. Do you realize that 400 times 400 times 400 times 400 is over 1 billion people? This is going to be a huge. This is going to be huge. Members, this article, I'm doing it for the second time. Yesterday, I tried to go over it, but I could not submit my video. I hope this is going to work for me right this time. This is the information coming from the admin himself. Admin, remember, he's our leader. We need to pay close attention to him, to his articles. He's telling us straight that all TPC billionaires are going to be responsible. They are going to be expected to play a responsible role in terms of what? In terms of paying their monthly admin fee, because these are billionaires people. To whom much is given, much is expected. That is the term here that we use. And also, TPC 004 archive wallet is going to be ended. It's going to close on the 22nd of August 2019. So let us be informed and as well as inform our colleagues, our own members, right? And the recruiting, the weekly recruiting program, the Bitcoin contest is ongoing. Let us participate. All full-timers are required to attend to the Bitcoin contest so that you can get the money from the first up to the third place, as well as all the $11. When you accumulate them, you will be getting them through the Bitcoin bounties. So let us participate, all of us, all full-timers. Let us do that. Let us also pay attention to the merchants promotion for September, where they are going to get admin credits from admin. For now, we are embarking on the admin credits. All our newest people who are joining in, once you open up, you change, you pay, you make yourself a full-timer, you are going to open up for all the people that are coming in. You are going to receive 2 credits. Each one of us who is going to opt to become a full-timer in the month of August, you will be opening more people to register in your team. Each one of us is going to receive 2 credits, 2 credits. So this is the current update of of events. Let us read the article time and again and understand what admin is communicating to us. Now, due to time, guys, I feel so much tired. Due to time, allow me to go as far as this. I hope that this is going to help give more clarity. You can as well subscribe to my broadcast, as well as share my videos. You can download them and share this valuable information that comes from our leader, who is the Billion Coin admin. I love you. Keep well, be blessed till we meet again in my next contribution. Thank you. Bye.